cybersecurity is still very siloed. You have a developer centric view, you have an operation centric view, which also includes a little bit of IT, and there is your security centric view. You have the dev, you have the sec, you have the ops. Unfortunately, still today, they all operate in silos. We haven't invested enough and we haven't done enough either from a product perspective or from an offering perspective. How do you bring all this together to look at risk in a holistic view? So the complexity has exponentially grown from a device centric to a code first mentality. It doesn't stop there. Now, with AI first, you're expanding at another exponentially growing attack surface. So now you have to elevate from vulnerability management to exposure management. You got to look at it on a continual basis. You can't do periodic or snapshots. A risk based is you pretty much have to think about an offensive view of it. What would an attacker do if he has this weakness? Would he take advantage of it? Okay, what would that advantage be? Will he write an exploit? Will he use an existing exploit? Or is there a fix to it? Or is there a control to it? You pretty much have to start putting together what you call a context around the exposure, a context around your vulnerability, and start thinking about your layers of defense to one, prevent it, to build resilience. And if something happens to it, you want to be in a capacity and the ability to actually quickly respond to it. Take a risk-based approach. I love to cite our partners at United States Department of Homeland Security, CISA's KEV program. It's a very well designed, a risk-based approach. It's called CAVS, known exploitable vulnerabilities. What CISA is doing is they're doing a phenomenal job on a daily basis, looking at which vulnerabilities are being exploited and actively used in the wild. The second one, beyond the risk-based approach, is again, I'll cite how do you eliminate vulnerabilities at scale? The CISA's Secure by Design pledge, which about 200 plus companies have signed on the initial launch, which Ivanti was a proud partner of and one of the first companies to commit and sign to it, is exactly that approach. Let's not wait for a vulnerability management. Let's eliminate vulnerabilities, which means we're going to write software in the most secure possible way. We're going to design software in the most secure possible way. We're going to go back and take a look at our software, refactor to ensure that we remove weaknesses at scale, which means your noise is removed, you denoised your millions and millions of legacy code, and you're focused on what needs to be remediated. So when you ship something, it has the right safety measures, right security measures, and right controls in place so you can avoid incidents and breaches altogether. We should not forget why are we in business. A CISO needs to have a very clear view of what business are we in. Then he needs to figure out how do I protect my customers. Then he needs to make sure how do I manage risk. Then he needs to have, okay, how will I be regulated if at all I am? So the role of a CISO has absolutely evolved from a tactical security leader to a risk management executive to a strategic business partner, right? Tactical to risk to strategic today. Today, every CISO not only looks at risk from a risk management perspective, but they also have to balance it with a business objective with an ever evolving compliance regime. There's tons of regulation out there today that you have to comply with. You got to balance it. If not, you're going to go out of business, right? A lot of CISOs have evolved. You continue to see the evolution, and people at the tactical level get promoted so they can evolve to become a risk leader, evolve to become a strategic leader.